What a delightful weather to start this podcast. Bangalore at its utter beauty. Last 3 days has been delightful.
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Best weather, Bangalore.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
best 3 days of weather this entire year so far.
Yeah, clearly. And that to that weather, everyone's falling sick.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere people are getting laid. Like, you're just so happy.
Yeah, isn't this cozy, gloomy?
Yeah, I know. I
Chilly.
know women are horny and someone's taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
As long as that's happening. You fucking step on my recorder, I will punch you. Always she does it. She waits until we start. Otherwise, she was sitting in the corner. She was like, you know what, let them press the record button.
Yeah.
And then I'll come after 2 minutes. Always do that. Don't do that, Lucy. Anyways, continuing on. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
This weather is supposed to be like romantic.
100%.
Right?
This is the most...
So, I just have a story, okay?
Yeah, the story. Continue the story.
So the story is, I used to know this couple, and the guy is a very simplistic guy. Like
Define simple, like...
less pretentious.
Okay, that's not simple, man.
Okay,
that's the most hardcore shit.
Okay. Let me put it this way. Listens to Himesh Reshamya, proud about it. His number plate was in Marathi, and didn't wear expensive clothes.
Okay.
Very chill guy, relaxed, super funny. Okay, and he was dating this girl who was all like, you know,
Taylor Swift, Taylor Chechi.
Taylor Chechi's Chechu. So like, I'll give you one example, okay? They apparently went to a pet store.
Both of them are Marathi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one time they went to some mall or something. They went into this aquarium, pet store. And everyone looked at a couple of bunnies and were like, oh, so cute. And this girl went, yum. Okay. I've eaten rabbit. It's delicious.
Okay, the girl said yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Oh, yum as in...
yum.
Oh, okay. Now I like her.
Yeah.
I was thinking she's like, oh my god, so cute, yum.
Yeah. No, but you see, she reads books. And,
Okay.
Has like her favorite Scott F. Fitzgerald line.
Okay.
Okay, that kind of... And this guy's chill, okay? One day, weather like this, Pune, similar weather. They're sitting in the balcony of this 13th floor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've made this nice bed.
Oh.
Okay, and her parents are not in town. This is college time. So they got like 2 beers or 2 Old Monks or something. They're just sitting in a blanket, cozy.
Cozy, romantic. Yeah, I know.
And
I have a hard on.
Yeah. So they were cuddling. And she's like, what a nice day, right? And he's like, yeah, na, kya baap swing hoega na ball with it.
What exactly did he say?
In Marathi, he said, kya baap swing will na ball.
And I'm assuming they're married now? Or they went their separate ways?
I don't know. He watches this podcast. I don't want to say.
I mean, you should have thought about it before telling me the story.
No, I wasn't planning on
No,
telling
Lucy, come this side.
But
Lucy, you're stepping on the recorder. No, Lucy.
See, whether India wins the match or not, if in the 15th over, Virat Kohli has played one good cover drive, it's still worth talking about that one good cover drive.
Oh, acha. So you're saying Virat Kohli got out.
Virat Kohli
got out. Is he saying India lost the match?
Match was abandoned, amongst other things.
Oh, the weather was gloomy, huh? That's why the match was abandoned. But yeah, he's a simple man, so he can take this joke. No, as far as you know him. Or is he like he's
no, he's a very funny guy.
Very funny guy, right?
He's probably the funniest civilian I know. Funniest non-stand-up comedian I know.
Oh yeah, they are the funniest because they don't think of like when they tell a joke, they're like, should I make a note of it?
No, it's his pure observation.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one great joke he did, okay? He used to crib more than anyone else about how far he used to live.
Oh, got it.
From our college.
Got it.
And he had a Bajaj CT100.
Wow, nice.
Mileage bike.
Of course.
So that's the kind of guy he is. Okay?
Those days, those are the bikes to go for.
Yeah. And one day he got late for the practical exam and we had this really effeminate professor. He was like, what is this? Is this some time to come? And in Marathi, this is happening in Marathi, okay? And his response was, sir, एक second. किधर रहता मालूम क्या मैं?
Okay.
Playlist खत्म होता है मेरा 2 बार. And the professor is like,
what?
I have no response for
this.
And then he just put his bag, he took out his practical book, was like, explain to me, kya chalu hai?
Oh yeah, I got it. He was like, "Yo, fuck you, man. Don't fuck
you know where I live? One time a police guy caught him and he was like, तूने signal तोड़ा. He's like, नहीं तोड़ा signal. He's like, तूने signal तोड़ा. नहीं तोड़ा signal. तूने signal तोड़ा. बोला, अंकल एक काम करो. हमारे कॉलेज में साल में एक बार आंख चेक करने का फ्री कैंप लगता है. आपको मैं बुलाता हूँ, नंबर दे के रखो. Like that kind of guy.
Did he get slapped?
No. They kept his key. They kept his license.
Okay.
So he said, yeah, keep it. I have 1 or 2, 3 more.
Oh man, those kind of.
One time, cop took out his key and kept it with him and went and sat there where everyone's supposed to go beg.
Yeah.
He took out another spare key, put it and started writing to it. Legend.
Oh, those are the badasses. Yeah. Those are the
He always carried 2 copies.
Of course, dude. Those are like great people. Like I remember, I think I've also done that drunk driving. When once I got caught, like I was like, I was like what 27 or 28, and I short, like beard and all. I look a bit young. And it was enough just to cry that I'm a college kid, and then that time fine was I think 10,000 or something.
Yeah, no part of this I'm believing, but yeah, go ahead.
The fine was no, I mean I looked young. I looked young. It was enough to convince him that I'm a college
How old
kid.
was the cop? 80? That he thought you were,
Hey man, I did. You should see me in my prime. You should have seen me in those days.
Hey, I don't have a time machine to go back 33 years. Yeah.
Whatever. So I just got off the bike and I just like, you know what, fuck it, dude. There's no way I'm paying that much fine. No fucking way that's happening.
How much did he ask for?
He started like 10,000 you had to pay.
Woo!
10,000. I was like,
10,000.
I laughed on his face.
Yeah.
Like, what? And they get you. They not like in an angry way. They're like, why are you laughing? I mean, sir, you're asking 10,000, sir.
Yeah, do I look like I can afford it?
He's like, how will I know you're riding on sports bike and all? Sir, that dad bought and gave. I'm final year student. I don't have assignment money only. Where like you? I am going to buy Old Monk, sir. I told him this, he laughed. He's like, how much do you have? I said, bank account 2,000 is there, sir. Then he's like, go get that, sir. 600 assignment fees I have to pay, sir.
Oh my God.
1,400 is there. Out of that 400, 1 week is left, sir. I have to buy groceries. So I'll give you 1,000. He was looked at me, he's like, you give me 800. That's enough. The way you speak.
At this point, he's giving you 200.
Yeah, he's like, you take and go. And that's happened again. Once more, I got caught with my friend. She was not wearing a helmet. I was wearing a helmet. So Pillion also has to wear a helmet in Bangalore, right?
Yeah.
He brought me to the side. He was like, license. He took everything. I gave him. Then he's like, 500 for Pillion not wearing helmet. 500. I just took out my wallet and I gave it to him. He's like, why are you giving me wallet? Sir, you look. He opened my wallet. There was only 80 rupees in it. There was a 50 rupee note and there were 20 rupees and 10 rupee one note. So he just looked at the wallet. He looked at me. He took the 50 rupees, kept the 30 rupees back and kept it in my wallet and he's like, go. So that has happened. Like those kind of stories are very funny to talk about. But I remember like once I grew up more, right? Once you get past that age where you can no longer be shameless. That I don't know. Somehow it's related to maturity.
You don't want to bargain.
Somehow it's not related to maturity. It's related to like ego. It's like, I can't beg to another adult. You get to like, rakh lo mera bike, main kal dekh lunga. And then the next morning you're going and paying 10,000 fine. You're like, oh, first should have begged him in the last night. Should have begged him. Yeah, those things I've done. I paid 10,000 and I paid 800 like to the alcohol for the alcohol shit. 10,000 happened way recently where they're like, I was in that. I have the money. I'll just pay it off. Fuck it. Like that. Once you reach that.
No, it's good also. It's good to have that feeling that, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna pay the fine. I'm not gonna.
But those things never make good stories.
Of course not. Yeah, you can't be like, so I did the right thing.
And I gave him 10,000 and said, keep my bike.
I went to the court and paid it legally.
There is no cocky way to say, and I booked a cab in front of him.
I agreed to the search price in front of his eyes.
No problem. There's no cocky way and a badass way to say that sentence. So they don't make good stories. All your fuck-ups make very good stories.
Yeah, you can't have a story about employment and then I realized that there is no point fighting with this boss and I put up with his shit for 3 more years.
Exactly. There's no positivity. Like I remember once I got drunk and this is not a positive. I got drunk and I slept at the wheel, met with an accident. Funny story. If you hear the whole story. But there is no funny way to say I got drunk and I maturely left my bike at my friend's place and I booked the cab and I went home. There is no funny way to say that. There is never going to be funny. I think once
I reached home safely,
I called my
friend saying, Thank you for taking care of me. Good night.
Yeah, and you know what they say? You should never sleep when you're drunk without eating. So I ordered dinner,
But I took a glass of water to stay hydrated.
and then just in case, I just took a tablet and I passed out. Just tell that story to a girl and see her fucking. She's like, I'm not marrying this guy ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk. Oh, I want to tell you the story about the shows. Yes.
Yes.
Oh my, what an experience that was. I did Good Shepherd Auditorium.
Whoa!
1,000-seater.
Yeah.
It's a fucking huge ass room. Kenny Sebastian, I opened for him. Sweet guy, dude. Well, it's the first time I actually met the guy.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen him, but I've never hung out with him.
Yeah.
So this is the first time. I mean, he did a very good job pretending like he knew me. Yeah, I walked into the green room. He's like, "Hey, Anand, how are you?" I'm like, "Man, really?"
Yeah. He's very sweet. Once he was in a green room, I was an open micer, and I was like nervous. First year open micer, he was hosting, and he was like, "Macha, you want sandwich?" Like he was eating a sandwich. He's like, "There's plenty. You can have half." I'm like, "No, dude."
No. Yeah, he's very sweet.
Yeah,
he was very chill and all. He was like, "Can you order tea?" Like even when he asked his like crew, and the thing is, his crew is bigger than the other comedians' crew because the requirements are higher.
Because the
lighting and everything, and also
he performs with guitar.
And he also has a photographer, and also he was taping this.
Oh, okay, for
YouTube. He was taping this for YouTube. I don't know when he's gonna put out. So he was taping this. I don't know for what he was taping it. I'm assuming YouTube. I don't know. So I was supposed to do. He told. I asked him how much. He said 5 minutes. I was like 5 minutes. That's and just one opening act, not even two. I was like, that's very less. And they don't. I mean, senior comics never tell you why 5 minutes. They just you're doing.
Oh,
5.
probably because his show must be long.
That's what I thought. But I didn't know it would be 100 minutes.
Oh, 1 hour 40.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it was
long.
almost like I called him on at 4:10 or something, and he got off. No, not 4:10. I called him on 4:20 or 4:25, and he got off the stage at like 6:15.
Okay.
He was just kept going. Almost 2 hours he clocked in. He was just kept going.
Was the audience fatigued?
No, actually no. They were pretty good. They would do. It's 1,000 people, and it's just that applause stays.
Yeah.
And I had the thing was just surreal because just to get that experience. The last time I opened was Essay. I've done a show for Essay Arvind there, and Essay's audience is kind of different from Kenny's audience. Essay's audience very like excited.
Yeah. Okay.
They're like,
they really like him.
They really love him.
Yeah.
Kenny's audience also love him, but they are more still like, okay, yeah. Like, I swear to God, I went up on stage, my first line that I got the kill was like, "Thank you so much" for 7 people who were clapped. That line, almost all shows I did because they're, okay, like that.
Okay.
So,
so 2 shows each day.
Yes. And so
4,000 tickets.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
He came. Yeah, it was. That's the whole thing. So I opened only for 3 shows. The Saturday second show I said no because I had my solo in Whitefield.
Yeah.
So I was like, I cannot do this. I'm really sorry. He's like, no, and he's very chill.
Yeah.
So they had told me show's gonna be at 7 and my show is at 9. So I thought I can make it. 1 hour it'll take. But then when I reached the venue, they told me it's 8. It's not 7. There was a miscommunication between someone.
Yeah.
Not Kenny wasn't involved. And then I told them, like, dude, 8 to I don't think so I can because I have to be in Whitefield and Good Shepherd to Whitefield is very far.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, you can't? Okay, just give me 5 minutes. I'll just talk to Kenny. And the guy went and spoke to Kenny, and Kenny like, oh, really? He just looked like, hey, macha, no problem, da. I'll go by myself. It's okay. No opening act required. I'll do it. Don't worry. You can go. And he was just so sweet. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, chill, da. You go. And then I just left, and then you know that greed in me that just doesn't die. I left so now I can leave anytime.
Yeah.
So immediately I just left at 7 o'clock. But then I realized like I have 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock is the show.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go to Koramangala, do a spot, and then go to Whitefield, which is like add another 10, 11 kilometers to your journey.
Yeah.
But then it was sold out at Reset, and I was so excited. I was like, fuck it, dude, let's just go. Go to Reset, do a 15-minute spot. 35 people in the audience, have a great set, beautiful set. And then from there, 8:05 or 8:10 I left. I have to reach Whitefield by 9, which is like 23 kilometers.
Yeah.
And it's like Saturday traffic.
Of course.
In bike. And I'm riding, I'm like fucking, I'm seeing traffic, I'm yelling at people. I reach by 9:05. 9:05 I reach and I go up, run up the stairs and they're like, hello Anand, relax. Your audience also is not here. I was like, what do you mean? They're not here, dude. I was like, what? Did you look? I'm like, trust me, we looked. No, it's not like they're hiding somewhere. This is not a birthday surprise.
Yeah.
And I
You go on stage and someone's
So
like,
they're
we are already here.
yeah. I was just sitting there. So surreal it was because I sold only 8 tickets. And out of that, only 5 showed up. And I was like, I'm still going to do the show. Fuck it. I've traveled so far. I'm not going to back out over here. I do 1 hour for them. Actually, I clocked in 1 hour and do, trust me. Sweet audience, though. Very sweet audience. But it's just that every time I was on stage and I was telling a joke and I was like, man, 4,000 tickets.
Yeah.
5. 4,000. And you know what the funny part is? I start my set with my starting lines of my set is I'm 32, unmarried, and I'm doing comedy. And Kenny's lines are I'm 32, I'm married, and I'm doing comedy. It's the same. It's almost the same, pretty much. He's 32 and I'm 32 and I'm just like, and he says, I was born in 91 and I'm like, shit, man, it's the same year. It was like a very surreal experience. Like, okay, just relax. You know what? Don't think about too much. This is how depression starts.
Yeah.
Just don't think about it.
But nice way to unwind. You went from 1,000, 35,
and then 5.
Yeah.
And then I went back to my parents.
2.
It was just great just to see that. And I went back home late and I think I reached home by 11:30 or something like that. And I walked in and my parents are already passed out. So the house feels empty. I just put some food and then switched on Netflix. And I watched like some Seinfeld for like 15 minutes until I finished my dinner. And I was just like, अब ठीक है अब सोते हैं.
Very humbling.
Very humbling experience.
Yeah.
That's the thing, dude. You when you're an opening act for a big comic, right? You feel like you're part of the success for a while.
Yeah, but then you go back to you leave the auditorium and then
immediately whoop, you're back there.
Yeah.
Because it's like 1,000 people, you're on stage, 1,000 people cheer for you. There are like some 4-5 people who take stories also, who will put up because they're sweet.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're part of that success. For like, it's like you're doing a cameo in a big budget movie. You know, it just.
There's no way to talk about Shankar Chugani like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Check out Shankar Chugani is in what is that movie?
Comic-Stan.
No, he's in a movie.
Kapoor and Sons.
Kapoor and Sons.
Yeah. It was just that, and also 5 minutes. It was just like I was just thinking like, you know what, I'll do it and I'll go to Whitefield. And if you think about it, it's all chaotic situation. It's Saturday, 1 hour, peak hour traffic, very far. It was the feeling in my heart was, have you seen Dune? Have you seen? No. Okay, there is one scene when Timothy Chalamet, the listener guy, or whatever his name is, Duke, or is it Duke? I don't know. The hero's name. He's escaping from villains, and the only way to escape is go into the desert storm.
Okay.
And there's no one who survives in there, and he survives. But that's what it felt like going into the traffic. I'm like, I'm literally going into the storm. There's no way I'm gonna come out successful over here. It was very. If you knew the movie reference, that joke would have killed.
Okay. I'm trying to picture it. I'm trying to picture it.
If you had seen the movie, it would have worked. I wish it was Somna there. But yeah, that was good experience though. The whole experience was very surreal.
Nice. So basically, 3 out of you perform for 3,000 audience.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
And he told the best show was the one that I didn't open.
Oh.
So I don't know, he was being passive aggressive or he was just telling the truth. Because second show was the one he said it was the best show.
Okay.
Because Saturday, and actually that's true. Saturday 8 p.m. would be the best because that was the first show that sold out.
Yeah.
So that's your hardcore fan base.
They are the most enthu people. They're giving you your Saturday 8 p.m. slot.
Exact. And also that was the first show to sell out. So that is really hardcore fans.
Yeah.
They are like.
They've been dying for this opportunity to see him.
It's like they want you. It's like you are an event in their life. I saw Kenny.
I saw the story that Underground Comedy Club put out of Kenny dropping in.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. They were talking about it when I was in the green room.
I
was there only. Nobody called. Arman didn't even call. They're like, "Chal, Anand, nikalta hu." I was like, "Chal, bro."
No, they put out that story. Proper comedy seller vibe, dude.
Very comedy seller. Very comedy. There's actually a story of the Kenny entering and one lady going like, "What?"
Yeah.
I saw that one lady in the what Kenny?
Yeah.
And then he wore that and I wore that suit also.
Yeah.
And audience just went crazy.
In my I was 2 years in, I had like 17-18 minutes of material. That was killing. Okay, and out of which I was doing 8. And then calling Kenny on at this cuckoo club
Got it.
bigger
Understood, yeah.
downstairs, about 150 people.
Yeah, downstairs room, Kuku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 8 p.m. Saturday 8 p.m. show.
Can you get that water? Is it?
Yeah.
Were you drinking that?
No, just water.
Achha.
So I did my best jokes. Okay, it got decent.
Hmm.
At that point, the hardest I could kill sort of laughs. And then I was like, oh, I'm doing really well in this large audience. Again, Ronak only gave me that spot, okay? That was my first paid spot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
And Kenny was headlining.
no,
Or
like,
Kenny was doing a spot.
Kamba, Kenny, we are all, like, this is a lineup show.
Got it.
Everyone's doing 15-15. I was doing 8 or 10 or
Got
something.
it.
like
Understood.
that. So I did my 10 and then I was supposed to call Kenny on and the audience does not know. He's a surprise.
Oh, he's
on
a
the
surprise
lineup.
act.
Yeah, Kamba is on the poster, but he's not. So I was like, okay, give it up for this up and coming, whatever, Kenny, Sebastian, or dude. For a second, I was like, what happened?
Yeah, they sounded like
they exploded. I was like,
like Elvis Presley. Like
yeah, because two girls in the front row were like, no fucking way. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, those stories are crazy, bro. We have Bangalore comics have heard it the most. Because Kenny and Kanan were upcoming in Bangalore itself, right?
Yeah.
They became big in Bangalore and then they moved to Bombay.
Yeah.
So I remember I don't know if I've told you the story. In
No.
some podcasts I've told this where Take 5 is an open mic that used to happen and there was this one day there was no open mic and about Take 5 there was a room called Blistering Barnacles. And there was a lift and in front of the lift there was a sofa where Kelt and Shanky were sitting and talking to each other. And lift opened and the third floor and there were two pretty girls. Just standing like, oh, is this Blistering Barnacles? They're like, no, that's the topmost floor. And before the lift closed, this guy was like, hey, by the way, we have an open mic night here. If you guys are interested, please do come. And the girls are like, we will let you know. And the guy, Shanky just went, by the way, Kanan is gonna come. What? Are you serious? And he was like, yeah. Wait, I'll just convince my friend. And then she went up and she never came.
Shit,
but still, that excitement of just like, oh, what are you? Like that, they both had that.
You know what's the hardest pill to swallow? Kavya, my wife, used to live in Bangalore around 2013, 2014. When Pretentious movie reviews had was
they
a
just
big hit.
becoming big.
So she went to a show at Humming Tree and wrote on a piece of paper saying, I love you, Kanan. And sent it to him and he wrote something back and gave back, which he saved for a while. That bitch!
Oh, shit! Ouch! That's gonna hurt, bro. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Did she ever write something on a piece of paper for you?
The other day she said, don't forget to feed the dog. And I wrote back
She's like, are you Kannan? No, right? Then feed the fucking dog. Don't pretend like you're special. Oh, that is fucking beautiful.
Yeah. And she's not like a...
That's like for her, she's come from Good Shepherd to Comedy Garage. Her life has come this way. So this was 2013, and this was the time they were becoming.
2015.
They were becoming big at that time. I remember 15 when I started is when they.
She started dating me like a month or two after that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they did a Pretentious movie live show or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea about this. So it must be before 2015.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because we started dating in 2014.
So yeah, then it must be 2014.
2014.
2014.
Correct,
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so I think Kanan and Kenny started around 2013 or something.
Yeah,
they became big very fast.
Yeah, 1.5 years.
1.5 years they shot up.
At that time, that first mover's advantage, dude. So many.
No, but I was listening, Kenny also did like a lot of hard work because not just for comedy, like doing open mics. Of course, that you couldn't do because there were only 1 or 2 open mics. But he would like literally go to every college fest.
Yeah.
In Bangalore, like literally just drop in at every college trying to sign up guitar and comedy. He just did it for every college. So he was literally, there were like a lot of people who have told like I didn't know Kenny his name, but I seen him somewhere.
Yeah.
Like all that college like I've seen him somewhere.
That recognition it goes a long way.
It does go a long way. And then when Pretentious came, like, hey, wait a minute, I've known this guy.
Yeah.
Let's check out his work.
Yeah.
So it just immediately became, he was not a stranger who was up and coming. Yeah. They were like, they had an idea about him and then they're like, wait a minute, I know this fucker. It's just, he shot up to fame because of that.
Yeah.
So I think I remember when I started, it was Kenny, Kannan, Naveen, Richard. These three were tight friends because almost all sketches they would do it together.
Yeah. They had that them boxer shots.
Them boxer shots, correct? Yeah, that all the what are the series they did?
Star
Wars,
Boys.
Star Boys. And then the one more that Office. What is that called?
Goodwill something.
Something about that Office thing was also there.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. But very similar to Office though. Very similar.
I'll tell you. Fuck, now I have to.
Better Life Foundation.
Better Life Foundation.
Yes.
Correct.
You said Goodwill.
Yeah.
When you said Goodwill, I'm like, man, there's no way that's the name.
Yeah. The central character was way too similar to the central
Michael
character.
Scott. Yeah, I know. Michael Scott. Yeah, Naveen Ishad and Michael Scott are very similar. And also, like, if you think
but he pulled off that awkward energy really well. Like,
dude, Naveen is a very good actor.
Yeah,
No denying that. Naveen is a very good actor. But yeah.
And that Star Boys, I used to.
Star Boys I didn't like.
I used to really like that song. The animation. They had a very high budget animation and then really low budget production. So that animation, that intro, Star Boys, they have a spaceship, something like that. That was very good. It was like a SWAT Cats intro.
Yeah, I know it was inspired. I could tell it was. But yeah, they were good, dude. They were really hardworking in that time.
They put out so much work. They no pressure, dude. Now, I feel like now we are taking longer to put out stuff in between two videos. There's more gap than there was in 2014, 2015 because people put out whatever they wanted, dude, and that clicked. I think we are overthinking it now.
No, and also you have to understand, back in the day,
there was a huge need for the market.
The number of views, the gap between the number of views and the number of ticketed audience was very less. If you got 100k views on your YouTube video, you can sell out 1,000 tickets.
Oh.
That is what nobody understands. The stats have changed. The reason why we are not famous is not because of a comedy. It's because Jio ruined the game. Jio made internet accessible to everyone where everyone started commenting. So even if you have, I met Delhi comics who had like 5 million views on their videos, they couldn't sell 5 tickets.
Okay.
So that's what when first mover advantage, that was the actual advantage that they got.
So I didn't understand. So a lot of commenters. So
not a lot of commenters. What I meant is that time YouTube was very still accessible to only urban audience.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's what you mean. Okay, got it.
And shows are happening in urban cities only.
Yeah.
Mostly Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata. Yeah. That's it. There was no other city comedy shows were happening. But then what happened was, so these guys would get views like 100k, 150k. I remember Pretentious was not 1 million, 2 million.
No, it was 300k, 200k,
400k, and they were crazy fans for them.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that story where Kenny got harassed at a show, like he got molested.
Oh.
That's why he started getting security guards. He had security guards for that only after that.
Oh,
he was crossing and them girls just like cooking on. Some girl grabbed his butt and all.
Oh shit.
That's the only story where I don't feel bad for him. I'm like, yeah, fuck off. Yeah. Oh, girls. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
She grabbed my butt. What?
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
And I know, he can give me like 100 angle. Like, no, man, you don't understand. I'm like, no, dude, I don't understand. You're right.
I won't also.
I won't also. I'm not trying to. I would never. Don't expect any understanding from me.
See, when people tell, like, if the counter argument is like, they're like, you will know it when it happens to you. I'm like, it's never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen to me. Trust me, never.
I can guarantee you that not one person who has laid eyes, one lady who's laid eyes on me in my entire life has been like, he's physically attractive. Not even one. Even
mine is like, I've cornered my girlfriend into telling me something, and all they could come is like, I like your hair.
You know what I've gotten the most in my life? Hair is still a physical body property that is yours.
Yeah.
They've told me you have good dressing sense.
You do.
And then they ask why you have so low self-esteem.
Because I have good dressing sense.
When I was a kid, I this is where it's gonna get sad. Okay.
No, please go. By all means.
No. When I was a kid,
this is elephant room. You have to address the elephant in the room. It's your.
And also, while he was talking about performing for 3,040 people in the same day, that same day I was sitting at home and sulking because I released my first YouTube video and got like 333
We
views.
all have our own journeys of sadness. The end point is what matters, where we meet together.
No, the saddest part is which I told you off camera, which is I was just making up this number to protect myself before I release the video. Everyone's like, excited, releasing the video.
Oh, everyone, they are the worst. People are welcome. आइए थोड़ा मेहमान. आइए YouTube community में.
And I just, you shit yourself before anyone can. So I'm like, what, dude? Nothing big, dude. It's first video on the channel. It's gonna get like 670 views or something, dude.
Yeah, you tell like a very random number that like
733
that people
views.
clearly think it's a joke.
Yeah, it's like
837 views. I know.
Okay. And fucking in reality, I didn't even get that much.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling though now?
I feel like I put
how
out
are you feeling
good.
now though?
No, I'm feeling good. I immediately feel like this 2 videos and let's see, it will not work. If you have 2 videos in the can, then you have to already start looking for a recording spot for the 3rd video.
Yes.
And keep doing the same cycle. Now I felt like now the gates are open.
Yeah.
Now I should not stop posting.
Yes.
And if the only thing is you can feel like, oh man, this is years of hard work. This first joke I put out is like, I've been doing it for 1.5 years, and it was for 1.5 years.
Because you're close to the bit.
Yeah, for like 18 months, that joke was my opener at weekend shows.
Got it.
Right? Even if I have to try new material, if I do this, I'm like, okay,
I'll get them and then I can go inside,
So I've put out...
Now, the thing is, you have to be like a fuckboy with your jokes.
Yeah.
You really have to have that mentality with your jokes, like, fuck that shit, I'm going to move on.
No, I'm developing it, but it's just that now that I'm putting it out, I'm like, I know it took a long time to get the act out.
Yeah,
that
dude,
expression.
it hurts.
Yeah, and then I'm like, 11,000 plays only.
I know it hurts. It hurts. When you see that views, and the worst is, you know someone who's like your friend, and then you see the views on his.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh man, but it's still the same.
Hey, fucking Jyotin released on the same day as me, and I was like, I'm tempted, but I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to see it.
I didn't check his also. But the whole idea is to just like look at that and then be like, it's the thing is, we both went to the same open mics. We both workshopped our material the same time, almost the same amount of duration.
Some of his lines I gave him, some of my lines he gave me. Yeah.
So the construction process was still the same. It's still like, it's in language is same.
The
record is the
same.
Target
audience is the same.
Target audience is same. Everything is same. But then why his? They're like, only God.
Yeah.
Only God can tell. Did you both kill? Yeah. There was a difference. Almost the same.
Yeah.
It's just, there is no way to comprehend
That's what I felt also. Like, I felt like I put out good jokes. I put out the jokes I wanted to put out. And I liked them.
You like them?
Yeah. I mean, I like how they've come out.
You love them.
Yeah.
Don't lie. You said you...
No, not all jokes. I like a couple. But I liked what I put out. I liked how it turned out in the video also. The edit and everything. But Abhi, now that's all I could do.
Yeah, that's all you can do. There's nothing more you can do.
So
that's why I always tell all the new comics, like, who come and ask me, like, when I say new comics, I mean fairly younger comics.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like that ass. But they always come and tell, like, when you put that video out, were you thinking that? When you put that video out, were you thinking? I'm like, I wasn't thinking jack shit. And even you should stop thinking so much. If you, the thing is, being a comedian is very easy. It's just you get too obsessed and sucked into that whole bubble of like, even for me, that doing those Kenny shows for 3 shows and then going back home, it was actually pretty surreal to sit and that's how depression starts, dude. You're like, where am I? You know, what am I doing with my life?
How long can I keep doing this? Until I crumble.
Exactly. And I'm like, maybe I'm living in India and the people I'm looking forward up to are in US. So that's the main difference. And there is no way this dream, like all these thoughts enter. There's no denying.
Yeah.
I've remember, and also when you live with your parents, you can't even talk it out because they cannot comprehend what you're actually going through.
Yeah, that's when you pull up your socks, talk to your other comic friends, and start a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Episode 14 is the last episode that's gonna come. No, but the episode 13, we put 13 episodes when we put Shruti in a recording. What number is this?
This would be episode 19.
Oh my God, 19 weeks of continuity. Fuck, I've never been more consistent in my life.
Yeah.
With anything. That's true. But yeah, coming back to the thing.
Except for smoking, I've smoked for 19 weeks in a row.
So have I.
Yeah.
I have 6 years, bro. Those are not weeks, they are years. No, but also coming back to the topic is like comics, new comics, especially for someone with a little bit of heart, like who wants to become a better comic. They think so much.
Yeah.
in comparison to comics who just want to become famous because they're like, मेरे को fame चाहिए.
Yeah.
So they just keep trying. But the new comics think so much, and that's what I always tell them. Don't think so much. Just put it out.
Yeah.
You will fail. Go with that mentality.
I should have, now that I've put out, I feel like...
No, but I never told you that because you had your reasons. Your reasons are pretty strong. You traveled. It was like, when you travel from one city to another city, you have to at least understand, especially when you're not famous.
Yeah.
Especially you don't have your own fan following.
Yeah.
It will take some time for settle down.
Yeah, and also, until the time I was in Bombay,
How long were you in Bombay for? How many years? For doing comedy?
Doing comedy for 4 years, 1.5 years was pandemic.
See, exactly. So that the whole world shut down.
Yeah.
So it's like just too much for you. That's why I didn't like tell anything.
No, I also realized it. The thing is, I'm a different comic now. I'm more closer to what I've always wanted to be, right?
Of course.
Like, I phrase sentences in a certain way here, even if the point is the same.
Yeah.
So now what I see is the 2 years of comfort of the new premises that come to my mind. They come in a different voice than they used to, right? Before.
Understood, yeah.
So now I have to record. Now you don't get like 5-10 minutes of material every day.
Yeah.
So you have to use even the ones that were made before, the jokes that were made before you became this different comic.
Okay.
So I have to figure out how to restructure those also.
Got it.
So it's almost like, should I write a new premise or should I prioritize changing this and making it work with the new voice? So it took me a little while to adjust to be like, fuck it, dude, let's just do new stuff.
Let's just do new stuff.
Yeah.
And the best part about doing new stuff is you keep doing that, you suddenly get one thought about the old joke.
Yeah.
And then you just I just reopened a whole fucking can where I can just run with it now.
This, the first reel that I put out, that thought actually came to me because this was an old tweet that I'd made. And it was not very funny. I don't even remember the tweet. But it stayed with me. That tweet stayed with me. I got like 9 likes or something.
Oh, of course.
Which is huge for me.
The best.
Yeah. So then this new during crowd work I got it once. I was like, that's it. And immediately I came out of it was at Claytopia only. I came out of Claytopia. I wrote it down on my phone and the joke remained exactly the same. Because anything new I tried to do around, I tried everything. It wasn't working. I'm like, okay, I worded it perfectly. It's okay. Very rarely that happens.
When the 9 likes thing you said, no, it caught my attention about something that even we do also. It's not about the number. It's like, have you ever been on WhatsApp texting on a group chat? And then you type something funny and then people can react, laugh emoji, right?
Yeah.
And depending on the number of people, how many people laughed at it, it'll come a laughing emoji plus the number.
Yeah.
I check that number from time to time.
On your...
Yeah. Whenever I've done something funny, when I get laughed, I'll exit the chat, but I'll come back. It's like watching likes. I'll come back like, 5 laughs emojis I've got. I'll click on it and I'll see who and all have laughed. And then I'll see some other guys in the group who have not laughed. I'm like, what, dude, you think better than me or what? What the fuck?
I'll tag it now. Yeah.
You're like thinking like, what? He didn't like my joke.
Now, this is the standard you're setting. Next time your joke comes, I've been too generous with my emojis.
I will do a thumbs down on your joke.
I've been too generous with my emojis for you.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is definitely. Have you ever done that? I do that because that's like my guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I do that when I've typed something that I think is funny.
That's what I meant. I'm not going to check others. Only mine. If I type something funny.
Oh, I thought you were comparing other people also. Oh, like.
No.
Oh, he got 4 laughs on his GIF. I'll find a better GIF.
But for me, it's like something funny you write, and the emojis, like I have to be the number of people in the group.
You go back to the chat after you're no longer active on the chat to check.
Just to go check, like, one more. No, that's it.
Okay.
That's my guilty pleasure.
No, you hide your low self-esteem really well, bro. I think that's the only difference between you and me.
The trick is to be quiet.
Yeah, I'm overflowing with low self-esteem and you're like, put that MC in.
Oh, my panic attacks are always in the toilet.
Doctor, fix it.
Yeah, it's always doctor, fix it.
Like, what do you mean panic attacks? Do you like talk to yourself in the mirror and pump yourself up?
Yeah, I do that. Or no, I don't pump myself up. I calm myself down. I think I'm more agitated. I'm a more agitated person. So when I go into the toilet, I'm like,
okay.
Calm down. It's okay.
Is that usually for like comedy or like money or next month's rent or parents?
Comedy. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's not about comedy and all. I'm very happy with... I appreciate incremental change, small changes in my comedy.
Yeah, that's because you're not financially dependent on comedy.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, in a way, me making it in comedy will determine if I... See, right now I'm stuck in no man's land. I'm neither earning the amount of money I can earn, nor am I fully free to do comedy full time. I'm doing 4-5 hours, and that's what's paying the rent.
Got it, understood,
right?
yeah.
So it is still sort of a balancing act.
You know, it's 100% balancing act, but the thing is, that's still not a no man's land. The no man's land would be is like how you say, like in the middle of forest. Drop in the middle of the forest and then go find your way out. That is to be financially dependent on comedy without making it. That's when you have to be like, you don't know which way is the correct way.
Correct.
So
I get that.
Yeah.
So my panic attacks are usually for social situations. Like
I've had that, like, I forgot to tell you. I'm also very socially awkward. I'm not like a very confident person in social, but I know one thing is always keep telling myself when I'm talking to like someone new or someone famous or someone big is like minimal words. Don't say a lot. Just say minimum. Just try to like telegram language. Good job.
Yeah.
Like Hancock. Like oh, thanks. Nothing like, oh yeah, I really like what you did there. Don't make sentences. Form telegram language.
Great set.
Yeah, great set. So very hard to fuck up. 2 words, 3 words and all. So I entered.
Because long sentences you start and then you're like, what? Why did I even start this?
How am I going to wrap the sentence up?
How is this melody going to resolve?
Yesterday that's what happened in the green room. So after the first show, Kanan came by to the green room and they both were talking and I went to have tea. And I come back and I open the door. Kanan is already there. Kenny's like, hey Kanan, what's up? I just like say hi. And Kenny's sitting there and Kanan's talking something to Kenny. I'm standing there. So I'm like, of course I'm part of the conversation. Or at least I'm trying to be. Even though they both are talking to each other. I'm trying to be part of the conversation. And he's throwing off some gadget about he's wearing which calculates your sugar and everything. CGM, okay. You just and you just can bring your phone next to it. It'll read and then
my dad has it.
Immediately everything he'll do. So and Kanan's off late put on a bit of weight. So I assumed he has something.
Diabetes.
I assumed it. But I didn't bring it up. But I'm like, and then Kenny's like, oh yeah, even I love that. You know, sometimes, how much is it? Can I buy it? And Kanan's like, yeah, sure, please buy it. It's great. And I asked Kenny, like, are you also going through something? Why do you need it? He's like, what do you mean, why do I need it? Like, no, but I thought you're fine. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then Kanan's like, wait a minute, you thought I have diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I'm also wearing for fun. Oh, and I'm saying like, why did I walk into this conversation?
Funny, dude. So I understand what some people do is they wear it and they check their fasting glucose level,
fasting glucose,
so that they can find out how this food affects them. Like how this much bowl of rice affects me versus how chapati affects me. Based on that, some trainer or someone will figure out the diet for them.
I had no idea because these are rich people problem. For us, if you decide on the basis of the come out, what kind of toilet came out the next day, you're like, I should avoid rice from now.
Too much palak.
Too much palak is there.
When did I have bindi?
That's how we decide, you know. But I didn't know this. But the thing was, I walked into the corner assuming that Kanan is unhealthy because he's put on a bit of weight. So I was like, of course you should be diabetic. Look at you.
Oh my God.
Look at you.
There's no recovery from that. After that, you must have gone fully quiet.
And I became quiet. I tried to salvage it with some crowd work. Didn't fit in at all. And I'm trying to do that. That's such a weird habit to have. I'm doing some lines over there. Because explaining that to your Indian parents, they will be like, are you dying? I did that. They're like, they give me one like a laugh. And the fuck up doesn't end there. I'm just standing there now. Kanan, can you take a photograph? And Kanan leaves, okay? So I'm still sitting in the green room and they said, okay, Anand's second show is going to start. Another 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I'll go stand backstage. Kenny, all the best. And he said, gets up, say, hey, thanks, man. And I'm like, all the best. Get the recording.
Why? Holy shit.
Like a dad.
How are you above ground level right now? Why didn't you bury yourself right after the show?
Like a dad. Get the recording.
Oh my God. After that, you should just open the door, close the door, keep walking, pass the backstage out, sit on your bike and fuck off.
Just fuck off. I just call Josie. I'm coming to reset. And I say, get the recording. And he's like, thanks. Thank you. It's you know why it's more funnier because afternoon when I met him, the previous Saturday he did 2 shows. Second show he told me that I got the recording, that whatever I wanted I got it. Today is just bonus. So he had already told me that he's gotten the recording. He's done a great show. And last show I said, Get the
Yeah, don't fuck it up,
Don't
you
fuck it
famous
up, you
pretty boy. Yeah,
And it
these
was
4,000 tickets you sold, it's only going to happen this one time. So don't
Yeah.
fucking lose
it. Get that
Oh.
out. It was so awkward, and I understand.
Why? I can't believe you did that.
Uh,
Usually you're very composed.
Yeah, no. The one thing I wanted to say when I got up was all the best, kill it.
Huh.
That's what I wanted to say. But
Yeah.
instead of, you can't say kill the recording.
Huh.
But the word recording was already locked and loaded. So I just didn't, like my vocabulary just had to throw in another word to make that sentence make sense.
Wrong match the
Yeah,
following your brain.
Exactly. So I just went with get the recording. Oh man, the way I laughed. And I'm like, I'm in the, so it was so
Per camera, we are paying 7,000 rupees.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up,
Don't
Kenny.
fuck it up.
Ah.
So the funny thing was, so it's when you go to the backstage behind the curtain, it's pitch black. So everyone's walking on a torchlight, okay, and so it's dark. You get comfortable. You think nobody's watching you. You're sitting in the dark. So I'm finished this and I've come there. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck would you talk to him like that? I'm talking to myself like in the curtain and all. I turn around. There's a girl with a torchlight on, looking at me like,
Are you okay?
are you okay? I like, oh, no, nothing. I'm just rehearsing my set. She's like, oh, okay. Can I go that way? Yeah, you can go. And then she goes, I'm like, you idiot, fucking look. What is wrong with you? I was just doing that whole thing. Because the thing is, I'm not awkward in situations I've been in.
Huh.
But the moment you throw me in a completely new situation,
Huh.
it takes
No,
me a while.
I can't. Sorry. I can't move past this. How did you go down that route at all?
Get the recording.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I told you.
What insecurity? What were you? Okay.
See, the thing is, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you.
Now that has happened, I want you to tell me. What did you think? What were you hoping would happen? Like, why did that second line need to be something?
Okay, the whole idea was, all the best, kill it. That was the phrase that was I've been practicing for the last half hour in the green room sitting.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, when I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna be like, and also the thing was, I was telling Kenny bye because after my opening, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to reset. So I'm like, all the best. I'm gonna leave. So I hope you don't mind. He's like, yeah, cool, no problem, leave. And he talks in that very like high school musical.
Yeah.
No problem, you can leave. Like hallelujah, like you know.
I'll make sure you like me by the end of this.
Yeah, exactly.
conversation.
Hey, no, dad, it's okay, relax, dad. He's very very like passive aggressive. Even the thing first show they made an announcement: don't take out your phones, don't record, put your phone on aeroplane mode, all that stuff. First show he takes out the guitar, fucking everyone takes the phone out, they start recording. And then first song he plays, they're like, oh, you guys already took your phones out, fucking great. And he's playing the guitar, they all record. Second song he starts, guys, if you don't mind, can you not record? Just listen, no, we have 8 cameras, they will record. And also, you're not supposed to record, I was just being polite. And that got a deadly up. They love him for that. He's just too humble.
Yeah.
He's very like.
But nicely done.
Yeah,
I
very
guess.
nicely done. He's like, also, you're not supposed to record.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Coming back to the story. So the thing was, I was sitting in the green room for 30 minutes and there were a bunch of crew members there. Like the guy who was transferring the files from the recording and the manager and the photographer and his tour manager. Yeah. Everyone's just sitting there talking and just, these guys know each other for like months.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
There's a machinery.
Yeah, there's a very that kind of friendship kind of an angle over there. And I'm just this guy who met them today. So I'm already just, they're like, every joke I do, I have to think like twice before saying. It's like, you know, you
have to curb whatever you're trying to fit into.
Curb my
their
enthusiasm. You're right. You're absolutely right. I have to curb everything.
Yeah.
So everything I'm saying, and sometimes your machine breaks when you put it under overload.
Yeah.
If you put every thought.
That pressure of this social situation, trying to win them over. Somehow, if you don't fit in, the natural tendency is to want to win them over.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe like this joke will crack them.
Yeah.
So the whole night of, imagine I've reached that venue by 3:30. So from 3:30 till 8 o'clock, I'm there. This is 5 hours of duration. So I'm, you know, it's anxiety is building. It's building. It's building. And
now this is the release point.
Yeah, almost I had it.
Yeah.
I was composed for the whole evening. Everywhere I spoke nicely. Didn't fuck it up. Even Kanan, everywhere I was like, okay. Except that fuck up. But the thing was, that was 4 hours of just holding up. Crack.
Nice.
That's what happened. That is why all I want is like, I'm going to be leaving. I'm not going to be there after I finish my act. All the best. Kill it. Yeah. The last sentence was not locked and loaded properly.
Yeah, got it. My thing is, this is where, see, you have to, if you come to my level of low self-esteem, then you'll have your own vocabulary. My vocabulary is lots of thank yous, lots of sorries, lots of I hope you don't minds. And I keep my language very formal. I don't try to be like, I did.
Hey,
Take care, man. Nothing.
Macha, dude,
like,
bro, never.
That's why even if I meet you outside, I'll be like, hey, Anand, would you like me to do this? Is it okay if I do this? Would it be okay if I left after that? All right. Thank you for having me.
Gmail language.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is really good.
Yeah.
You have a great show.
Gmail Natrajan.
Yeah, fully. Dude, you should see the texts I type to closest people of my life. It is quite formal.
Formal.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. I'm very opposite.
Yeah.
I'm actually very. Hey, mother, that's how it starts.
No, I can't. I can't get myself to do that, dude.
Even with your closest friends?
Yeah, no. I'm never, the first attack is never from me.
Yeah. Got it, yeah.
I may respond. Like I'll take the hit and then I'll respond.
But never from me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like the nuclear policy. Never fire it first.
Yeah.
I won't fire it first.
Yeah. That
what is it called? Non-alignment? No, that's not non-alignment.
Nuclear disarmament.
Was it disarmament? No, that's not disarmament.
No. Nuclear disarmament is the hippies started that too. You know that peace symbol? That three-thing Mercedes symbol
I know.
with a circle around it and small line also here. That actually stands for, that's not peace. That's what hippie stoners and all put on their tattoo, right? There's a language called flag semaphore.
Okay.
Which is the language that non-verbal close enough you use. Like if your boats are close by, the same as the airport when the plane is going in, the flag goes like this. So in flag semaphore, this is N and this is D. So it's ND in flag semaphore.
Which means nuclear disarmament.
Yeah.
No wonder you make it so complex. Hippies are not going to understand.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hungry, dude.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this is a symbol of peace, man.
Peace, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think that's how they decided. Just say peace.
Yeah, one love, one world.
One love, yeah. One love. But yeah.
Dhadkan kahe.
Abhishek Bachchan. But yeah. So what were we talking about? My self-esteem and your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you wanted to tell me about the story about you getting locked out of your house.
Oh, yeah. So this is 2 years ago, okay? And I do this kind of stuff. I keep forgetting things. Either I'm not a functional, normal human being at any point of time.
Okay.
Either I'm super efficient or I'm super inefficient.
Got it.
Yeah. If I'm super inefficient, new premises are coming because I'm so lost in my thoughts. And if I'm very efficient,
either I'm Virat Kohli in IPL or in World Cup.
I think I'm Piyush Chawla in both places.
Hey, Piyush Chawla is good in IPL, okay?
Yeah, good in IPL.
He'll take all the important wickets.
No, I mean, he'll never be in the limelight. Tummy
that
out.
is true, that is true.
So, I just moved to Bangalore and I had this pressure that I'm moved to Bangalore. I can't go to open mics and like bomb. At the same time, for my own self-esteem, I don't want to do jokes that work already.
Got it.
I want to do new stuff, so I'm fully lost.
Yeah.
Third day, brand new apartment. I'm not yet used to every house has a rhythm to it. Like even when
of course.
You keep the keys here, you do this.
You
Here
do
is
that,
where
do
you
that,
check for
yeah.
keys. That's where you. So I wasn't used to it. I just went out of the door. The dog is inside. This is 10:30 in the morning. My wife has gone to office, and I'm like, oh, if I smoke now outside, she won't know.
Yeah.
So
by the time she comes back, smell will go, all that thing.
Yeah.
And it's outside, so there's no fucking way.
Exactly. So I stepped out of the house. I pulled the door. When the door was 1 centimeter away from locking, it was like that. Kachak, kachak. After the first kachak, I was like, I've locked myself out.
Oh.
I didn't take the keys.
So the second kachak was the reassurance.
A second
kachak.
kachak.
I did.
And you won't believe, not 1 second delay. These are the situations where I shine. Yeah, where there is a problem to solve, I'm the most confident person. I'm very decisive. It shut, I'm like, oh fuck, I've locked myself out. I just have my phone, I don't have my wallet, anything. I'm wearing my chappal and I'm wearing ghar ka t-shirt.
Got it.
I walked, I still had the smoke. And while having the smoke, I was like, chavi banane wala kidhar hai? So one guy said, you have to go to Shivaji Nagar.
Who did you ask?
The cigarette tapri guy. Where I bought the cigarette from.
Okay.
I asked him, I'm new to this area.
Okay.
Are there any lock key makers?
Got it.
He said, you have to go to Shivaji Nagar. So I asked one auto guy, and that auto guy was like, all right, मैं कर दूंगा आपको, लेके जाता हूँ.
शिवाजी में सब मिलेगा. Why did you go to Shivaji Nagar? What is wrong with you? की वाला तो तुम्हारे घर के पीछे रहेगा, टैनरी रोड में.
नहीं this is 10:30 in the morning. They don't open. उसने बोला अभी शिवाजी नगर में ही open रहेंगे.
10:30 in the morning, half an hour they'll open, bro. But yeah, anyways, continue story.
Yeah.
There's no way I can fix it. It's in the past.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I barely remember the details.
No, because I have changed my keys near your house in Tandy Road. That's how I know that place.
Yeah, but somehow that day it wasn't open. I think we went through that also.
Maybe, yeah. No, you know, it's 2 years ago. There's no way
So
I
auto
can
guy took me to this place.
in Shivaji Nagar.
In Shivaji Nagar. I had to pick up the key maker, put him in the auto, bring him with me. Then the auto guy has to wait until he fixes the key.
Fixes it.
Then he has to drop him back. No price decided yet. And I know I'm coming to Bangalore with this reputation that Bangalore mein loot lenge, auto wale kabhi isse nahi jayenge. And I don't have time to, how do I book Uber for this entire activity?
You cannot.
Yeah, so I need an auto guy. I need the old conventional way. This guy was really
Otherwise you
nice.
have to book 3 rides.
Yeah. So this guy was really nice. He was like, don't worry, I'll help you out. मैं लेके जाता हूँ, लेकर आऊँगा आपको. आपके मन में जो है वो दे दो. I'm like, oh, this is where you find out whether you're a good person or not.
I know, this is where you find out he's a bad person.
No, also, if he figures out, people around in this world know, they can read the insecurity, they can smell it of you.
That's true.
So he's like,
Indians can. We survive.
Because the moment I'm like, sir, aap bura nahi manenge to, he's like, dude, if I put a price, then I'll die wondering that maybe I underquoted. He would have given any price.
Got it.
So let him decide.
Let him put
he looks like he's never satisfied his wife. Yeah, you know, he'll pay $1,000. So
it's innocent. I think if I say 1,000 and he's like, fuck, mujhe laga 2,000 mangega. So let him say, and he'll say, sir, 1,800 dunga main. And you're like,
and then I also want to feel like a man, no? So I don't want to overpay.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I'm not really a man.
Yes.
So I have to give him more so that he goes home thinking this is the best person I ever met. May good things happen to this guy. I'm imagining that this guy is going home and is like, you know, all these years people told me don't stick by your principles. Become a Bangalore auto guy. But I was like, no, one day it'll pay off. Today is that day. I met a good man. This is all I'm imagining.
Yeah, this is all in your head.
Yeah.
This is your kill the recording.
This mind state is the reason why I forgot the key in the first place.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
No, but that everybody forgets, not just you. Everybody forgets.
So
almost all of us are absent-minded.
Yeah, and when I'm taking the key maker and going home, this key maker and this guy are talking. I'm like, oh my god, what are they talking? And they're talking Kannada, and I know just enough Kannada. I'm so insecure that before moving to Bangalore, I took Kannada classes.
Wow.
Yeah. Fuck. Because I want auto guys to like me.
Yeah, you're like a Marwadi, businessman. You know, whichever city they go, they learn the language before they go there.
Yeah.
Like
no, I want to impress everyone, dude. Yeah, that's where I get.
Except your wife.
She's unimpressible. Yeah.
Oh, like, okay.
Hence, I've picked.
And all this chaos, your dog is just sitting inside.
Yeah.
Wondering where the fuck is my
dog is fast asleep.
Oh,
because food is not pending, walk is not pending.
Oh, everything is done, taken care of. So she's like,
Yeah, and I have to call my boss and be like, remember after a lot of negotiation, you allowed me to move to Bangalore.
Well,
and now in Bangalore. Yeah, I'm going to be gone for a couple of hours because I locked myself
so you were going to light a cigarette and then go back and then log in.
Yeah, cigarette would have taken 5 minutes.
That's right, you're supposed to take a smoke break and then go back and log in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And when we came back, old apartment, so he's like, sir, अंदर चाबी डाल रहा हूँ, चाबी मुड़ जा रहा है. ये पुराना लॉक है, रस्टी लॉक है, खोलना बहुत मुश्किल है, and it's taking him forever. And all my neighbors are like, you newly moved in, and I'm already standing there. Hey, yeah, with a lock. God lock. You can come to our house. I'm like, no, not it's like this. Yeah. And
how much time did he take?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
So what? He just basically takes a flat key, puts it inside, finds out the measurements, and then drills it and makes a whole new key, right?
For the horizontal lines, he does that. And for the vertical lines, he puts a black dye on the key, and when he turns, he sees where the dots have come.
Scratch, got it.
And then from those dots, he starts cutting.
Starts like filing.
Yeah.
And then he keeps putting and checking again and then filing. Because I also had the same issue once.
Yeah.
So same thing we had to do. We had to like Google keychain nearby and then all that stuff we had to do. It was fucking, that was...
Now every new house I take, I'm like, where is the key guy?
But in this house, there's no terrace, so there's no way you can lock yourself out. But yeah, you almost did today only.
No, I didn't lock myself. Not in the terrace.
Oh, sorry, you locked the main door itself.
Main door.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I went down.
Oh, yeah, you
God
smoked a cigarette. I was always thinking.
Otherwise, if I was in the terrace, I would have.
Yeah,
gotten
exactly.
out.
That was my first doubt, but then I understood. No, it was the main door. But yeah, even today, you almost locked yourself out. Like you check the key.
Yeah,
You check
there's a new key. Usually, I put one thing. I see the two metal keys. One, I put it in my pocket.
You're more
But now there's an extra key.
You're worried. Yes,
Yeah.
got it. Understood. Oh yeah, that is a kriya. That is very intense. I think mine, the intense story about the key why I came nearby was it was not because I came. It was a ongoing theft that was going on in my school. My friends were doing it, and they would try to include me. I was like, fuckers, don't include me in this nonsense. I'm going home. Don't even bring. But I was a pussy. I wanted people to like me.
Yeah.
So there was this one guy who was going to become the butt of the joke. He was a rich guy in school. And of course, Kendra Vidyalayah, everybody hated him.
Yeah.
Amir Baap ka Londa. You know, that whole, just that resentment towards him.
Yeah.
So he used to come in a brand new Pulsar 180.
In school?
In school.
Motherfucker.
A blue one. Like a brand new. He used to come to school in that.
That guy definitely got a donation seat. In engineering.
In Kendra Vidyalayah, engineering, yeah. In Kendra Vidyalayah, I think the father just put like 500 in the principal's pocket. It's like, mere bachche ko dal do. That's how it happened. Yeah. So these guys planned to steal, and one of my very close friends was associated with this theft, and he was like, "Bancho, man,
steal and do what? Like,
I'll tell you the whole story." So they were like, "Iska bike churayenge." And the thing was, the two main guys who were stealing, one guy used to do that nonsense. He used to live in Shivajinagar. He used to go to Brigade Road, steal tires, and sell it off. Okay. Whenever the cars are parked on the thing. So उसके ऊपर 2-3 केस भी है. And he's like 16, 17.
Oh, nice.
We are in 12th standard. So I told bro मेरे को घर drop कर दो. And they use me. He's like यार आनंद को घर drop करना है. मैं तेरे बाइक में drop करके आ जाता हूँ. And I'm like bro, मैं किसी और तरीके से चले आऊँगा. नरे चुप बैठ ना, तेरे को कोई include किया चुपचाप बैठ, तेरे को कुछ नहीं पता. I was like okay, मेरे को drop कर दो बस. So he on the way dropping me near your house, there's a keychain guy.
Okay.
He made a duplicate of the key. And then दे दिया, वो साबुन में रख के जो भी है दे दिया. And then he dropped me, and he on the way back he collected the key and he went back to his house. Nothing, just parked the bike, went and chilled with him. अरे और कैसे भाई, सब बढ़िया, सब ठीक ठाक. And they all laughed and they had fun. They had dinner and then they left. Next 2 days later, early in the morning, 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock, this guy goes to his house, just goes to the basement, puts the key, starts the bike, leaves.
Smooth.
Just leaves because of trustworthy, right? So now this guy's confused. What the fuck happened? And he's like asking everybody. He's asking like all of them are playing dumb phone.
Of course, like what bike chori ho gaya?
Bike chori, all that shit.
बहुत हो रहा है भाई.
His dad is like, गांड मराओ, police. His dad is well connected. He's rich. He called the police. He's like, do it unofficially. Let's not first see. So police guys are like, tell what and all happened in the nearby days. And I think they found the clue. कब bike तुम्हारे हाथ से गया? Which moment it happened? Because they found out there was no break-in and entrance. Yeah. Where security guard
he started the bike in no time. That means he had the key.
He had the key. So clearly मतलब कुछ security guard था तुम्हारे इसमें. तो वो सो रहा है. तो clearly मतलब वो push करके नहीं गया है. आराम से गया है. हेलमेट पहना, सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ने देखा नहीं, बोला कोई लेके गया करके बोला है. तो मतलब they know the bike was started. So this guy came up with a smart idea. He was like, sir, मुझे पता नहीं किसने चोरी किया है, पर मुझे लगता है कि not me, my close friend. He pointed at him like, इसको पता होगा किसने लिया है. That's all he said. He's like, मुझे नहीं पता किसने, पर मेरे को लगता है इसको पता है किसने लिया.
Some gut feel he said.
He had the gut feeling. He said that. Police guys went to his house. Mufti. They called him. They're like, बाहर आओ. He's like, कौन हो आप लोग? अरे चलो ना बेटा. And his parents were there, so they spoke very nicely. चलो आपसे बात करना है. And they took him, and then when auto was standing, they sat in the auto. Already one guy was sitting. He sat in the middle, or another police sat. Other police sat in the front. They are like turned around. He's like, bike कहाँ है? He's like, क्या bike? देख यार, बोल दे. प्यार से पूछ रहा हूँ. सर ऐसे कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. मैं क्या बोलूंगा सर, मुझे कुछ पता ही नहीं है तो मैं क्या बोलूंगा. आप ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हो? फट.
सर बाइक किधर है सर?
सर उस लड़के ने चोरी किया सर बाइक. उसने, मैंने बोला था सर उसको बाइक मत देने के लिए. बहुत बार बोला सर, वो मेरी बात नहीं माना.
17-year-old.
This guy cried, and then they just immediately go to the guy who used to steal. Got caught of him. Thankfully he did not sell the bike until then, because it's a brand new bike. He was like थोड़ी देर चला के बेचते हैं. Oh. Thankfully, that's actually good. Yeah. Because if they had sold the bike, fucker, they would have had to pay it fully, buy a new bike and give. So they got them. He's like, तुम्हारा बाइक यहाँ पे है. कहीं पे गए, ब्लू कलर का टारपॉलिन से बंद करके रखा था बाइक को. निकाला बाइक बच्चे को हाथ में दिया इन दोनों के बारे में दो मारा they asked the friend क्या करना है and the friend was so angry he was like छोड़ दो मुझे नहीं करना नहीं था never spoke to these guys ever after that in the entire school year
but he
didn't file the case he was like छोड़ दो he was a nice guy but he was just he was rich but he was also very dumb dude he was not cool
got
he
it.
was a nerd but he was not good in studies he was just a
got it. Like he was like a geek.
He was like
not
a
good at
geek. He was not
studies,
cool. He was just he wanted to have friends. He was ready to do anything to have friends. And
so
they took
what
advantage.
What these guys gonna do with the number plate and shit?
What number plate?
Oh, it's a brand new bike, so no number plate.
No, number plate is there.
Huh.
They are saying they were gonna remove the parts of the bike and sell it.
Oh.
They were those guys. Remove the parts of the bike and sell it in Sivajinagar market.
This is full Polladavan.
Full Polladavan.
Yeah.
They were doing this and I told this is wrong. I'm like, bro, I'm not even afraid of the police. I'm afraid of my dad.
Oh yeah, your dad would have
My
screwed
dad
you.
would kill me. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm not even afraid of police. Fuck that shit. My dad would save me from the police and then murder me. He's like, you don't get to kill him. I get to kill him.
Dude, and I mean, when you're at that age, stealing instant karma. You always get instant karma.
Why?
Like, because you're not smart.
No, but dude, I had these classmates like how you told about your Bombay, Pune friends, right? Those dope guys.
Huh.
I had like a bunch of 2-3 guys who were like snorting a whitener in the class. Those
are very hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm
those
like people like you and me when we try.
100%.
Yeah.
I would get caught for like helping others to cheat.
Dude,
how was that stupid?
One friend of mine, Suraj karke, him and another guy, they went to Fashion Street in Pune. And Fashion Street is like heavily crowded, claustrophobic, shop. And this is 11th, 12th, so you want cool stuff, you want like hats, you want those sling bags which were in fashion, all that boot click. So this guy went to one cap shop, many caps there. And he's like, "Arey ye cap kitne ka diya?" So he didn't pay attention. He's like, "Arey ye cap kitne ka diya?" He didn't pay attention. So he tried, he's like, "Arey sir, ye cap kitne ka diya?" He's not paying attention. So he just put it in his bag and walked out. Now, if you did this, you got away. Fucking shut your mouth and go home and enjoy the cap.
Yeah.
This fucker put on the cap and half an hour later walked into the Fashion Street again. And obviously one guy caught it and they're all union. They all share fucking inventory.
Yeah.
So they got caught of him, 17-year-old guy. Fought. 12 people, adults, beat the shit out of him and then said, "Abhi ja, 1,000 rupees lekar aa." तेरे को पुलिस के पास जाना है किसके पास जाना है तू जा लेकिन तो 1,000 रुपए लेकर आ तब तक तेरा बैग हमारे पास रखेंगे and he had a bag with hard disk lot of DVDs porn DVDs and his books and shit
everything it was worth more than $1,000
yeah and his ID card everything so obviously it's going to go to his dad dad's going to find everything साला चोरी करता है सिगरेट पीता है porn है So then this guy, Fashion Street was close to the society I used to live in. He came and my other friend, he went to his house. He's like, please यार मेरे को 1,000 रुपए दे दे यार. उन लोगों ने सब रखे and he's like, please मेरे को बचा ले इसमें से निकाल मेरे को. He's crying, okay. But please किसी को मत बोलना. He's like, पागल है क्या यार? पहले जाके पैसे देके बैग लेके आ. Okay, and all. The guy left and he called me and he's like, hey तेरे को मालूम क्या हो गया? Next day, 7:10 the school starts. My friend goes at 6:45, stands at the gate and tells every classmate passing by, "Hey, class में जाके बेटा मैं तेरे को सूरज के बारे में एक चीज बताता हूँ." And this guy came, everybody already knew.
Oh, that's true friendship. That is
the girl he used to have a crush on. Never even looked at him again, dude.
After that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He was I'm pretty sure he's married happily now.
I actually am not in touch.
Oh, you're not in touch with him. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's a funny story. But yeah, that's how all friends are supposed to be. We've all done that shit nonsense. I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, we are.
10 minutes. 1 hour, 10 minutes.
This is a good time. 120 is too long.
Yeah, I know. It is too good. 110, 1 hour is good. We'll try to wrap it up.
You cut off the first 5 minutes where we were unprofessional. And
yes. We forgot to put on the lighting itself.
Yeah. I think by this time it's quite dark.
That's what I meant. Like, we will reach like 6:30 and all. It will become very dark. So it's good. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. My name is Anand Rathnam.
My name is Aditya Natrajan. I released stand-up videos.
Oh, yes.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
By this time this comes out, there'll be 2 videos. So
definitely. Check it out. It is also Elephant Room Podcast. Check out this page also. Subscribe, like, share. Bye.